Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to a review on some plinths that I've recently bought. They're resin plinths and they're to mount busts on. So like those 1 in 10 busts that the one that I've painted so far, and I've got another one to show you that I had for Christmas. And I want to start off with, like before, showing it in the raw, as I call it, and then we'll go through the painting stages. But I've had Lucky Jack painted, if you remember, for over a year now, and I've never been able to find the plinths I wanted for them. But I came across this business. It's called Darkmassiah here in the UK, and they're resin plinths, and they also do blocks for mounting single figures on. I wanted one that was fairly simple. These have come obviously with these type of grooves, slots, whatever you want to call, moulded in, but I don't mind that. It's still fairly simple, and obviously they come with a brass thing, tube, that obviously you drill in the base of your bust and then mount it on that. It just needs gluing in. I haven't got a problem with that being loose. So we'll start with these square ones. These two are the same, so I'll just show you the one. There's the very odd little ding. I bet you this one I'm not going to show you. I'm able to show you one on the edges. There's one there, very little ding there, but a very light sand with a sanding stick, and that will disappear. They've still got obviously some of the residue on them. I presume you could paint these if you wanted to paint them. Just put a decent primer down, give them a good, because they're resin, give them a good degunging. But no, very pleased with these. I can't remember if these ones cost me about £9 each. They do some smaller ones for around the £6 mark, I believe, but obviously go onto the Darkmassiah website to see. There's the bases, it's obviously the casting plugs, but you're not going to see that. I was even debating whether to put a magnetic base to that. They're very solid, so there's a bit of weight on them, they're not going to be easily knocked over. This one, let's see if we can see on the, trying to look over the camera at this, approximately 65 or 6.5 centimeters tall at the base. It's wider on this one, it's 4.5 centimeters, and then approximately 3.5 centimeters at the top. But no, very pleased. They're the two square ones. I will probably mount Lucky Jack on one of these square ones. These are quite popular. You see them, when you're seeing people's photographs of their own busts on the different groups. I quite like this idea of the cylinder that's got a slanting cut through it. The figure that I've got for this, the one that I've got for Christmas, is a dwarf, a bust, so I think he will sit quite nicely on there. But I'll show him off in a video in the next couple of days. Again, it's got the grooves cut around the base. It's up to you guys again whether you stick obviously labels on saying what it is. I probably will do with a Lucky Jack one. I'll probably make one up and stick it on. They came. The only thing the only markdown I'd give it, and that's not the bust at all, not bust, the plinths at all. It was that they came in a jiffy bag. They were wrapped up in bubble wrap, no problem there. It's just that I would prefer something like this that might be easy to damage on the sides, and that maybe in a box. I would have preferred that probably, but it is what it is. Again, very slight mark on there, which will just need a gentle sanding stick. Just remember that it is resin, so make sure you wear a mask. It's not good for you if you breathe this stuff in. So yeah, that's from Darkmassiah here in the UK. Very pleased with these. I think they'll be a good addition to for my busts and my figures. I've got no problem about them not being wood. I like a nice plain black base myself personally, because I believe it's all more about showing the figure off or the bust off than than the base itself. So I'm very pleased with these. You know, out of 10, definitely I'd give them 10 out of 10 for the actual material. You know, the way it's been moulded, the styles that they come in. As I say, the only, you know, I would have put them in a box, and you know, but that's a small thing. That's up to the supplier at the end of the day. So thank you very much for taking a quick squiz at these. I hope everything's going well with you, and we will catch each other soon on another video. Cheers.